Moving right along to part two of Behind the Scenes of Geek Detritus. I am Loger, and in case you missed it, we had a part one where I kind of went through and explained all of my background information. This is just kind of little behind the scenes things, why I chose these issues, why they're important to me, or if not so important, why I think they're just really cool covers nonetheless. And we're moving right along where we've got all the autographs. Once again, moving in on this one, Stan Lee autographed copy of Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 3 from 1966. That's just, I don't think I need to explain anything more. That's just awesome. I had, again, really quick, Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman from Batman the Animated Series, my favorite Batman. Alan Tudyk. I didn't quite get to explain all of this before I was running out of time. But Alan Tudyk, to give it a little bit more background information on why we had him sign this particular issue of the Serenity comic and why he did that to Nathan Fillion. What actually happened was, first of all, Shantae and I love this cover. If you're not familiar with the Firefly series or the Serenity show, movie, this is Wash and Zoe's baby girl. This takes place after the Serenity movie. So Zoe was pregnant before, spoiler alert, Wash died. And so yeah, that is actually what, and Alan Tudyk wrote, "I'm a leaf on the wind." He wrote his last words as Wash. But it was really sweet when I got to meet him. I asked him to sign this for Shantae because her boss did not let her have the day off. This was her actual birthday. I'm not joking. That this convention was going on. We could only get this day. This day was the only day available that we could do it, and her boss wouldn't let her get the day off. So I had him sign it to her, for her, and I handed it to him, and he was so sweet. He saw the cover, and he went, "Oh, my baby!" And it's one of those moments where you have to tell yourself, this is the actor, not the actual character, because you just wanted to give him a big hug. It's like, yeah, it's your baby, but no. And yeah, I'm sure I would have been escorted out and all sorts of fun things. But then he kind of did one of these things like this where he was trying to figure out where he should sign it. And he had just done Con Man, where they did the advertisement where he was in the bathroom and somebody tried to get him to sign something that was actually Nathan Fillion. And I thought that was funny. So that had just literally come out. So I jokingly just kind of pointed to Nathan Fillion. I went, sign over him. Who cares? And he laughed and then did this and then gave Nathan the handlebar mustache. So a little bit more story behind why this is how it is, I guess you could say. And so, yes, then moving right along, this is really cool. This is something, again, immensely thought this was just cool as hell I was able to do this. If you look really close, right there, that is the autograph of the man who actually played Godzilla in the first 12 movies. Haru Nakajima. I probably butchered his name, but I actually got to meet the man. $25. Can you get a better deal? I couldn't believe he was only going for $25. Childhood hero, really, of mine. Man, I knew I was going to screw that name up. Haru Nakajima was the man inside Godzilla for the first 12 movies. And these movies were really important to me as a kid. I made a lot of friends, actually, through the Godzilla movies. We had these books in the library at the elementary school that were monster books, and people would trade them, and it was always hard to get them because people were always signing them off. And what happened is somebody would get one, and they would start reading it, and you'd kind of look over their shoulder, and if you'd seen the movie, you're like, oh, I'd seen this one. And that got you talking, and then you kind of formed friends through that and stuff like that. So Godzilla, really important part of my childhood. Made some friends that way. And just really cool to meet the guy who, if you know what these people went through in these suits, you would ask, you'd probably tell yourself there's no money in the world that I would get paid to agree to go through what these guys did in these suits. But he did it. He toughed it out for 12 movies. And it was just so cool to meet the guy who was Godzilla. I mean, I got to meet Godzilla. There's no two ways about it. It was pretty cool. Moving along, where this bare spot is where the Harley Quinn poster usually is. It, for some reason, is not wanting to stick on the wall. I got to find some new tape for it or something. But that's my Harley Quinn poster. That's usually right there. We got our Nathan Fillion poster as well, ruggedly handsome. And our Ant-Man poster, which is just kind of there because we needed something to fill up space. Got all my assortment of nerd books and everything like that. Some essentials. We've got like Maximum Carnage here. Or another cover. I love this cover, but I wasn't going to put this on the wall. This is the Ultimate Spider-Man, Death of Spider-Man. That cover says it all. It's just Uncle Ben with his arm around him. And it says, "You did good, kid." Love that cover. Just various DVDs and whatnot. We got, of course, you got Doctor Who, Ash versus the Evil Dead, Walking Dead, Mass Effect, Batman stuff, Firefly, speaking of Firefly, X-Files, all that fun stuff. We got some of my Shadow books. This was a cool thing my sister did for me. She found some of the Shadow novels, the actual Shadow novels from, I mean, this isn't the first prints or editions or anything like that, but paperbacks of the original Shadow stories. We've got Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, because of course we do. These are just some fantastic books. I do have all of the Hitchhiker's books, but I feel that the original 3 just made up a great story into themselves. Nothing against the other books, but the first 3 were, in my opinion, you can't beat. We've got He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. A really cool cover there of the new series from DC Comics. I say new series. I bought this like 2 or 3 years ago. My Batman mug. And then what might go, I might put Harley Quinn. I might switch Harley Quinn out for Ant-Man. And what I'm going to probably put there in its place, another one from my sister. She sent me this for Christmas. So I might stick this guy on the wall right there. You gotta love that. Isn't that awesome? And then really all the other stuff is just little knickknacks and tidbits and stuff like that. We've got Magic the Gathering cards. We've got these little guys, these little figurines. These guys were actually from gumball machines. Let me see if I can get Bane here. What happens is you get these in the machine, and it's just the heads. Oops. Well, that's what I wanted to do. It's just the heads. The bodies are inside, like so. And you just put your quarters in, turn it, and you get the head, and then you take them out. I got the Scarecrow. We got Mr. Freeze. We got Joker. The Flash. Sinestro, and they actually did the detail of putting his power ring on him, which I thought they're like, hey, attention to detail. Good job for them. And we got the Riddler. And then these guys I got for Christmas from my in-laws. We got Robin. They look like little voodoo dolls. They're kind of weird, but, just put them here in the background. There's a great Christmas ornament I've had for some years, but I figured I wanted to share it. I love that. It's the Jawa and R2. So yeah, this is just kind of the behind-the-scenes Geek Detritus. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Actually, you could argue that probably the whole thing was a ramble. But yeah, a little more information on what's going on behind me during the videos. Now, I'm thinking I might actually start doing these, maybe push the table forward and actually do these behind the table and not have all this stuff here in the way, or maybe have some of these things on here, but not the books and whatnot, so that you can see the background maybe a little bit better. And maybe I'm thinking maybe I'll switch these out and maybe change it up and do some other issues, because I've got a ton of great issues that have great covers. So we'll see from there. Hopefully get some more Geek Detritus, and possibly even some more 3 Generations of Geek. So keep tuned to Nitro Geeks, and I'll see about maybe some behind-the-scenes stuff, or who knows? I've got possibilities are endless for coming up with Geek Detritus. So thank you for watching. This is Loger, and we'll see you next time.